What is up, everyone? Welcome back. We are now into the second weekend of the league. Slightly over a week has passed since the launch. I'm having the best time. The build is performing absolutely amazing. I've been clearing just about anything with it. Simulacrums, tier 17s, juiced ones. I've started doing Ubers, and that seems to go really well. And overall, the build is performing really well. I hope you're enjoying it as well if you're already playing it. So I was planning on making a compilation of showcases with all the Ubers, some different difficulties for tier 17s and everything like that. But recently, I have had a follower that left a comment on one of my video proposing some different tech that I haven't thought about, and that has completely changed the build experience. So I wanted to really speed up this video and let you know about it because, like I said, it's really game changing and you should apply that as soon as you see this video. I will be going over the gear changes and skill tree changes and everything I've updated to the build so far as I showcase some gameplay. And after that, I will go right into the new juicy tech, right? Okay, so in terms of the items, I will take it from top to bottom. First of all, I got a Devoto's Devotion with 80% reservation. This is only necessary if you need it to accommodate all your auras. The reason why I did this is because I also swapped the rings. I now have a corrupted ring that grants me level 21 pride, and with the Devotos and the addition of a mana reservation small cluster jewel, I can now use pride as well, which boosts my damage by quite a lot. Okay. In terms of the weapon, I did get a new dervish. Nothing really special about it. Still has resolute technique, but this one has increased area of effect. Not really mandatory, but you can try to get a cheap one. The reason why I go for resolute technique here is not because you absolutely need it, but because it's better to have it than to not have it. You usually have quite a high accuracy rating, but the reason why I actually insist on getting resolute technique for the weapon is because sometimes you encounter evasive monsters, and when you don't have rampage yet, the last thing you want to do is to miss your hits. So with resolute technique, you will ensure that your first hits actually land on the target, and thus you will proc rampage faster. Sorry about that. Let me just swap to D&D. Okay, so moving on. I did re-roll the ring. Really nothing special about this. Just rolled it enough to get resistance capped. I won't insist too much on this ring because I do plan to replace it with a better one with 3 implicits or at least 2. In terms of the belt, I think it's the same belt I had last time, and same thing for the boots. The flasks are pretty much the same. I just added a better taste of hate with 30%. And today I also got a simplex amulet. This is extremely expensive, usually about over 100 divines. I don't recommend you get this too soon. Get it when you have a comfortable amount of currency, because just for example, this is just about only a 10% damage upgrade above the Eyes of the Great Wolf that I had before. But I did find one for relatively cheaply this morning. It was only 85 divines. So I scrapped up all my currency and buy it, because this usually tends to be above 100, 150, maybe sometimes reaching 200. So more of an investment than a big chunk of upgrade. I know it's a really expensive item, but like I said, you don't have to rush it. Try to get Eyes of the Great Wolf as good as you can afford it, because yeah, the range varies quite a bit. But yeah, that's about it for the amulet. In terms of the armor, same armor. This really godly armor. Not going to be replacing it anytime soon. Maybe I will be replacing the implicits if I switch to Slayer. I mean Champion, but like I said, that's not going to happen too soon. All right. So the swaps I made, the changes actually that I made in terms of the tree are basically everything that I needed to do to accommodate the inclusion of pride. So I switched the pathing for a bit. I just noticed. Oh no, it's good. So I switched the pathing up to the split personalities, so I could also open the jewel slot. This one, uh, I think I already had Light of the Meaning on my last video. In case I didn't, I also used the pathing to grab this. As I previously mentioned in my other videos, the reason why Light of the Meaning is so good is because you get increased physical damage for all these nodes around here. So you get a massive upgrade for one Majuan slot. It's really good. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I also upgraded my brutal restraint yesterday. I got this one. This is quite an expensive one. I think I paid around 10 divines for it, but it does have 5 dexterity nodes, 1 2, and I think the other 3 are here. Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, so these are the ones. um, in terms of the small cluster jewel, this is kind of a bad one, but it's the best one I could find at the time. Ideally, you want something with like 10 dexterity, maybe tier 1 chaos res if you can grab one, and whatever else you can find on it. Yeah, so normally what I try to do is get a Devoto's Devotion with Malediction that grants nearby enemies 10% increased damage taken and 10% less damage done, which is really strong. But those are basically inexistent this league because of mercenaries. It's really hard to find. Usually at around this time I can get around for less than 5 divines, but this league I've only saw one on the trade site, and that was gone in like 2 minutes. So I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to keep this one with 80% reservation. It will do just fine. Yeah, this is about it in terms of the upgrades. What I do plan to do in the future, probably not so near future because I just wasted all my currency on the simplex amulet. But what I plan to do is raise some currency and then probably buy a new ring, one with frenzy charge implicit, and if possible even with -3 to mana cost, because this, when used with a Calandra's touch ring, would give me 2 extra frenzy charges, yeah, and it would also decrease the cost of the cyclone down to 0, which is another massive quality of life upgrade. Yeah, this is about it for the upgrade. So in terms of stats, this character is now sitting at around 36 million DPS. That is with the Merc buffs. I will be including the Merc buffs in the POB. You can delete them at the custom modifiers section if you want to see how it looks without them. Without the Merc buffs, it's around 33 million, so around 10% extra damage from the Merc. In terms of survivability, it has around 360k effective hit pull and almost 27k max hit, which is not bad. Of course, 88% attack and spell block. So yeah, pretty decked up character, as you may expect from this type of stats and this type of an investment. Actually, it can run just about anything from simulacrums, tier 17s, juiced tier 17s, even with delirious, and as well as Ubers. I've done Exarch, Eater, and Cortex today, but it can probably do all of them without any kind of issue. Like I said, as you may expect, because at this point the investment is pretty high, though a lot of these items are already a bit overkill. Yeah, so let's move on to the new tech. So the first thing that I want you to do after viewing this video, well, actually, that would be clicking a like and a subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. But right after that, you should go online and you should buy a Squirming Terror Ring. I cannot emphasize enough how much this ring is going to change your experience with this build, and probably others as well. This ring spawns an enemy breathing worm every 2 seconds. What this does is it enables, first of all, for you to begin your rampage without actually engaging enemies, which is absolutely massive. If you've played this build so far, you know this is one of the biggest weaknesses of the build. When you still have the sword equipped before you actually engage, you're really squishy, you don't have any lifesteal, and the first that's basically the most dangerous part of the build before you actually begin the rampage. After that, it's easy because you're constantly leeching life, and it gets easier and easier. But this kind of eliminates this. You can even start your rampage on pinnacle fights before you actually engage the boss. So when you engage the boss, you already engaged him at maximum strength. It's really, really amazing, but that's not even the best part. The best part about it is because those enemies keep spawning every 2 seconds, it will always keep up the rampage buff. So when you reach 1000 stacks, you will never drop below, which is absolutely crazy. This, I can't explain how good this is, for example, in Simulacrum, because you get 1000 stacks on the first wave and then you never lose them all the way up to wave 15. The same thing goes for the maps and absolutely every encounter. This is absolutely crazy, absolutely massive, and actually this is the first time since I've been playing this league when I thought that I really, really hope they will keep mercenaries, because this mechanics, I want to keep it for every other league. When I'm playing this build, I'm really, really loving it. So yeah, make sure you check it out. Like I said, it's really going to improve your experience with this build and with others as well. I will link the username for the dude that left a comment with the suggestion. His username was yo something. I forgot exactly how it was. But make sure you drop a thanks to him for letting us know about this crazy mechanics. And yeah, let me know what you want to see from this build in the future. If you want to see some crazy maps or some more Uber bosses, make sure to let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching the video. Have a great day. Bye.